Lauren just found out Rachel Riley does not bluff.
Rachel also just showed her how a real HOH is played. Will Lauren feel guilty or regret taking Vince off the block and having Riley go up?
Well, let's see.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Welcome to Remote Reality, the Big Brother podcast that isn't spoiled by live feeds or internet chatter. We're just watching it casually. And this is our recap of Big Brother Season 27, Episode 21, The Live Eviction. I'm Lauren.
This is Dee.
And Mama C.
And
I'm.
I know.
Lauren, D, and Mama C. And we are here to give you all our thoughts on last night's live eviction and BB Blockbuster. Last time Riley saw the block, he had a meltdown, was not graceful about it. But this time he says he loves being on the block. He's used to his life being on the line 80 seconds at a time. I guess that's a bull riding reference.
8 seconds at a time.
8 seconds. Tell us about bull riding, D.
I don't know much. I just watched the movie 8 Seconds because I was a Luke Perry. Is that his name? The guy from 90210.
He died, didn't he?
But he played in that movie.
Did he?
So I had to watch it.
He died a while ago.
Yeah, I think he had a heart attack or something.
Mom's thinking Matthew Perry, which he died too.
No, I'm not thinking Matthew Perry.
But anyway, I think you have to sit on a bull 8 seconds when you are in a competition.
So he seems to be taking this block seat a little bit more gracefully.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And I thought it was funny that Julie said Vince couldn't remember who he was aligned with. We can't keep up with it.
Tried to chart this thing out. It's impossible. It changes so often. These people are flip-flopping.
I
But
can't even
you
remember.
have to be, I was going to say, you have to listen to what he's saying. Like with Kelly, she said final two, and he didn't, he just said, yeah. It's like the Rachel Riley handbook. If somebody asks you to be in an alliance, you do it. He's not going to say, no, I'm not going to be your final two. So people, there are a couple of them that are saying, do you want to be in a final two? And he
Right,
just
but
agrees
you're
with
making
them.
me reach way back because Kelly and Vince's final two, I think, was the first one we saw.
That was, yeah, I was getting ready to say, I think that was the first one that we saw was that, and he had plumb forgot about it when she mentioned it. He was like, okay. Like he didn't
Right.
even remember it.
That's not a good sign.
This is not a good sign. Lauren's all upset that Riley got put up on the block and she knew. Going Rachel told her.
Keanu is saying, why did this happen? Well, ask Lauren. She knew.
Mm-hmm. But they're all telling him that he's going to be safe. You're going to be safe.
Now, Kat is not happy. Kat told Lauren not to use the power of veto. And now her showmance is on the block.
Yeah, she's mad at her. And rightfully so. You're right. She told her not to do it.
And Lauren's sitting there saying, Rachel threatened me. That wasn't a threat, babes. That's a promise.
I just love how you've got sweet little innocent little Lauren, and then you see the cut of Rachel, dun-dun, and then you see Lauren again, and then you see Rachel like the evil one. I thought that was a great editing. Yeah, that's
I like
what
how
I
Rachel's
thought of.
walking around her HOH room with a high noon. Y'all know what a high noon is?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a vodka soda. You get it at the liquor store. It's not like some weak White Claw. It's the real deal.
Oh my gosh, I was about to show my age. I was like, high noon was like the time that gunslingers would do their duels.
Oh, wait, you didn't know what a high noon drink was? So your age is from the 1800s?
No, it's from watching Westerns. I don't think anybody watches Westerns anymore.
Showing her age.
I'm
She used
showing
to
my
watch
age.
duels in her past life.
Dee, I'm with you. I thought high noon was back in the Westerns. I just assumed that you knew what Lauren was talking about.
No, not at all. I was expecting to see Lauren and Rachel at high noon with their pistols in their holsters.
Yeah, they had Westerns back in the 60s.
You're just beating us up over
I don't
age
even
today.
know. I don't even know what you're talking about, you old lady.
Lady.
You're middle-aged almost. Well, yeah, you are middle-aged.
11 years ago, my doctor told me I was middle-aged.
Okay, I'd get rid of that doctor.
I did.
Okay.
Apparently, Big Brother decided to school us all on high noons as well. It's a vodka seltzer, and Rachel is in her HOH room sharing it with Will and Ashley. And when Mickey comes up, she's like, let's drink. That was a tough decision, but it was a big move. Everyone likes Riley. he is a big threat to win this game.
I see that. He's kind of been under the radar, but when he does play, he's a very competitive player.
Which is why Mickey says, I hope I can beat him in the BB Blockbuster. And Mickey says she feels safe if Lauren's going to vote with the rest of the house like she normally does, which why would we expect her to start making her own decisions now? I guess really whatever Vinny wants her to do. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but as we see Mickey walking up the stairs and Rachel, Will, and Ashley talking about the replacement nom being Riley, Ashley says, I co-signed that replacement nom.
Oh,
Did either of you catch that?
I didn't
No.
either.
It's that lawyer language. I'm like, co-sign, co-signers. I mean, Dee and I deal with co-signers all the time in bankruptcy practice. But I was like, you're giving away your profession, because that's not something I think most people would say.
She gives a lot away sometimes. Is it her or Morgan? No, it's Morgan. Morgan will make statements and I'm like, she just said something she shouldn't have said out loud.
Right.
Oh, Morgan does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like telling Rachel she could make it to jury.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mickey does the same thing. Mickey says things all the time that she thinks she's being really sly about, but everybody catches on to her. Rachel, Ashley, Will, they all are like, why is she saying this?
But who's catching on to Ashley?
I don't know.
think
I
people
like
think she's
Ashley's
stupid.
play.
In the house, I like Ashley too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody I don't like. But no, Mickey, to me, since she's had HOH, has not been playing as good. And she has a confidence or an arrogance that I think is starting to rub people the wrong way. I don't like it, so I'm sure that there's some of them there. When I see her or hear her say something, I'm like, why would you say that to them? Like, it just comes across very negative.
Maybe naive.
I don't know. I don't even know if she's thinking about it, honestly.
Well, that's the thing. She's not keeping her cards close to her chest because she's not thinking about everything that's being portrayed in her words.
I think I'm with Dee. It's arrogance.
I feel like everybody in the house, I have ones that I pull for, but this isn't a season where there's people in the house that I can't stand. And that every
Right.
week you're like, are they going to go home finally?
Usually there's somebody that everybody dislikes and wants to see go, and I don't see that with this group.
And they all seem pretty close. And maybe this is where we're having trouble sorting out who's with who, because I don't know, they're just a big old blob of house guests. Channel surfers, it's not just us having trouble keeping up with these alliances. And he can't even remember who he has the final two with. Doesn't remember at all making one with Kelly. Didn't remember making one with Riley at first, and then kind of thought about it and was like, oh, well, maybe I did. Morgan has come up with a strategy to use M&Ms to show Mickey where everybody's aligned. And then she goes and walks in on Mickey sitting in a bunk bed with Catherine, eating some M&Ms and hiding something under her leg. Suspicious?
Definitely suspicious, because Kat pulls out one M out of a bag. I'd be grabbing handfuls of it.
Yeah, who eats M&Ms like that?
I'm like a little squirrel. The M&Ms are just shoved into the sides of my mouth. Speaking of squirrels, last week Rachel asked, would you rather be a squirrel or a monkey? Important question, Mama C, squirrel or monkey?
Well, I'm going to have to say squirrel, because that's not my monkey and it's not my circus.
I said squirrel.
I had
He's
said-
our monkey.
I didn't know, but most of my family refers to me as a monkey, so I just kind of went with monkey.
Remember when our next door neighbor had that pet squirrel like 30 years ago and washed it in the washing machine?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because it used to sleep in the dirty clothes, like in the laundry room, and she picked it up and washed it.
The guy also accidentally poisoned his dogs.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
trying to
because there was a
poison
big old
different dog.
Rottweiler that would run around loose. And so he went and put some tainted meat outside. I'm
Y'all, we
glad
lived
my
in the
little Lucky
country.
didn't get it.
We lived in the country.
On
There was
a
a
lake.
cow pasture right beside us, and my brother cut the cables and let the cows out. And Mom's on the phone, and all of a sudden she sees cows walking down the street because Josh had done it to get into the cow pasture to play.
Look, you told me that story and I didn't believe you. And then I asked Josh and he validated it.
Oh, yeah. I remember you on the phone watching these cows, and you're like, I gotta go. Mickey's mouth, it's like a shovel. She just keeps digging this hole. My mouth, when it's like a shovel, it's me shoveling M&Ms into it. But she's just digging a hole. And Big Brother, digging her own grave. In front of Kat and Riley, Mickey just comments casually that Ashley is spending more time in Rachel's HOH room than you ever did in mine. which insinuates that Ashley maybe had something to do with that replacement nom.
And then there's Morgan and Mickey talking, and Mickey says, well, whose game does this benefit to have us up on the block more? And then Mickey points to the other room where Ashley is. So she's throwing Ashley under the bus again.
So Morgan, of course, goes and lets Ashley know this. Ashley and Rachel and Will. And they start comparing notes.
Mm.
And if Morgan's on the block up against Mickey, they're going to want to keep Morgan. In fact, let's fortify this. Let's make another alliance. Let's get Vinny involved. Nobody will ever see that.
Because he doesn't work with anybody.
Mm-mm.
So they pull him in, and we've got Morgan, Vinny, Rachel, Will, and Ashley. 5-person alliance called the Judges. Slam that gavel. They're going to decide who's leaving. I know Ashley has to be screaming like, Judges, this is so cool.
I know. And what
agree.
Morgan said, she was like, I didn't see this coming, but I ain't mad about it.
Rachel is playing their game.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take every alliance that's offered, so she might as well. So she's adapting in the house. Even though she's an old player, she is adapting to the new game.
Right. And Mickey is alienating people that she thought she was aligned with. You know, Will and Morgan both are saying they're just nothing but numbers to her.
They all feel that way.
Well,
They
yeah,
all
'cause
feel like they're one of Mickey's numbers.
she can't keep it to herself. She's overplayed her hand. She's shown too much confidence and just arrogantly says what she expects. It's coming back to bite her now.
They were calling her a dictator last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to her game since she got that HOH, but it's just
Well, since she stole that HOH from Riley.
true. She didn't win. She hasn't won anything.
BB Blockbuster balls. Riley, Morgan, and Mickey are outside throwing a ball down a long, wiggly balance beam, trying to get it as far as they can to get as many points as they can. And Mickey wins with a score of 38.
Well, I thought it was 40, but yeah, no, you're right. It was 38 because 40 was the highest you could get. But this makes no sense because Riley first got 29.
Mm-hmm.
Then he kept watching to see what everybody else did before he locked in his score. Well, then Morgan goes and gets 29 and locks in her score. And then Riley just walks over there and locks in his score of 29. He's tied with her. And in the meantime, I don't know when she did it, but Mickey got the 38. So it made no sense to me at all why he did not pick up his ball with 1 minute left to try to get a higher score.
Well, he was looking at Morgan the whole time. And Big Brother called out when Morgan rang in with 29. They did not call Mickey.
We didn't even
Ringing
see.
in.
We didn't even see Mickey win
And I
the
don't know
38.
if she rang in yet, though.
She had.
Yeah, her pole was lit up
Mm-hmm.
when he walked up there, but we did not see her win, and we didn't see her ring in at all.
I think if Big Brother had called out that she had locked in a score of 38, he would have kept playing. But he probably said, okay, well, that's good. Mickey's done it. I'll do it. Because Morgan, because he was looking at Morgan. He wasn't paying any attention to Mickey.
But still, it was a 29. He was tied. He should have picked up his ball to try to get a higher score.
That's true. That's true.
But so this is the thing. There has been a conspiracy online that people want Riley out because they've been saying that he's been kind of creepy. I don't watch the live feed, so I don't know.
We're a spoiler-free podcast.
Right. And we don't know. Catherine doesn't seem to be affected by the way he's acting, and none of the other people in the house seem to be affected by the way he's been acting. But I'm wondering if Big Brother is not saying, you know what, you need to get out of the house or we're going to kick you out. Why else would you screw up a competition that badly?
Because you're not focused.
I agree. I think there might be something shady going on. The fact that we didn't see Mickey win, we didn't see anything about it. They didn't announce it. Her post is lit up, and that's it.
And then we go back to earlier in the program, and Lauren, you made a mention that Riley wasn't upset like it was the first time he was on the block. Again, maybe he knew that he would have to stay on the block and get voted out.
Or maybe he felt like he was going to be safe either way.
Yeah.
Rachel even made the comment that everybody in the house loved Riley. So I don't know what's going on, but something was going on with this Blockbuster game. It did not seem right.
Well,
Something
with that
felt off.
said, maybe once he realized Morgan didn't beat Mickey, he thought Morgan would go home if it was him against Morgan.
Maybe.
I'm not saying that they don't have conspiracies. There's a reason that we don't see what happens in the diary rooms on the live feeds. There's a reason that the competitions have fish tanks on the live feeds. I'm not watching it this season, but in the past, that's exactly what happens. This is the time that producers get to communicate with the cast and further the narrative of their edit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just when they have competitions that have fish tanks. If there is talk that CBS doesn't want you to hear between the contestants, they put the fish tanks up too, or the kittens or whatever they decided.
As they come in from the BB Blockbuster, they have a few minutes to talk, usually made up their mind at that point. So I'd imagine a lot of that talk is acting. But this time we see Ava telling Will she wants Morgan to go. And then Rachel coming over and saying, no, we've got to get rid of Riley.
And she listened to her, I think.
By a vote of 5-4, Riley leaves the house. Julie tries to trip us up. She says Morgan is safe. You see Rachel go right over to Ava, who's crying on the couch when this is announced. And she's trying to calm her down. And everybody loved Riley. Everybody's very upset.
But none so as Kat. The way they're acting is if he has gone over to fight a battle overseas and she'll never see him again. You know, and it's a good thing he's not in the jury. See, that's another good thing that, you know, he's not going to be in the jury to vote against Rachel if Rachel makes it that far.
Kat and Riley hug for a really long time, and then they go back in for more. It reminds me of that scene in The Room, that really uncomfortable sexual scene where it just goes on and on and on and on, and you're like, is this ever going to be over?
Are you talking about The Room movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that camp movie? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember that scene, but...
Oh, that's the one that Dad got really mad and said he's not watching this crap.
I've never seen it.
It's a riot because it's so bad.
She does seem to be genuinely heartbroken, though. She is just a basket case.
It wasn't giving me when Jordan lost Jeff vibes, though. And Rachel split up a showmance. She advocated for him and then split him up.
Well, they can thank their friend Lauren for that.
I agree.
I hope they put the blame where it belongs, because Rachel told her and she did exactly what she told her she would do.
All these evictions are giving me Hermione Granger vibes she's got in Harry Potter, she's got this big bag that she can pull out all these things because it's a magic bag. Well, that's what Rachel must have, because everybody is leaving with a duffel bag. And I have not seen Rachel wear the same outfit twice. And so she must have one of those magic duffel bags. So when she leaves, she'll carry all her stuff out.
Maybe she made some kind of deal with Big Brother when she came back in.
Well, that's what I was thinking. You know, she must have made that deal. Yeah, I'll come in, but I'm going to have all these out.
Or she packed a bunch of really nice outfits and just a couple of yoga pants to wear during the week.
But I have not seen her wear the same thing twice, and they're elaborate clothes.
We're on week 5.
Yes, but we see it 3 times a week. This is not, we're halfway through the season?
And there probably maybe is a couple of changes in each episode even. Like, they're not wearing the same thing from the beginning to the end.
My opinion, sorry.
I thought it was a good catch, Mama C.
That's why you're here, to give your opinion. Riley leaves the house. He thanks everybody for supporting him, and it's silent.
I liked Riley the most when he left the house. He really seems like a really nice guy. But I never saw that in the house because he was always lovey-dovey with Catherine, and you really didn't see how he reacted or interacted with everybody else as much.
Other than when Mickey took his HOH. He was really angry. And there was quite a bit of a reaction to that. But otherwise, I didn't see any bad interactions with him in the house with anybody.
He was surprised that Vinny voted him out.
Mm-hmm.
They had a final 2.
They're all surprised about Vinny. And nobody knows until they get out of that house just how badly Vinny has played them.
And I think it's hilarious. Everybody is drawing him into an alliance.
Mm-hmm.
But Mario lost his Luigi.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Benny Mario lost his mustache brother, big tall Luigi Riley. And that's it. That wraps up this episode. Sorry it's a little later. I am sick. I almost just put Mama C and D on it by themselves.
Oh no.
Well,
Just see how that happens.
it would have probably just been us staring at each other.
I've been eating the zinc tabs. They make me feel a little nauseous, but I think I am feeling a little bit better from whatever it is that I caught the first week that school's back. So we will have the HOH competition on Sunday with nominations. So far, the last few weeks, we have had some real gameplay. And I still have to compliment Ava on her HOH. She got no blood on her hands for getting rid of Zach.
Oh, and I do have to say, at the end, Julie, when she was talking to Boston Rob, he's going to be on Big Brother Unblocked, and Derek and Taylor, she mentions that the HOH competition is going to be the wall competition, which I'm like, too bad Adrian's not in it, but we'll see.
He's the only one that practiced for it.
That's right.
Aw, poor Adrian.
Which, when we talked about this in our Big Brother predictions, Mama C, you said they don't do competitions in Big Brother.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking. It's old age.
We don't know what we're thinking half the time. All right, Channel Surfers, what are you thinking about Big Brother 27? Let's get your favorite players right now. I'm going to say Ava's my favorite.
I still like Will the best.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. I
It is.
love Keanu. I love Will, but Ashley has grown on me. I really like her.
So many great options. I don't dislike anyone in the house.
Right.
Well, we'll see you here on Sunday for the HO and the nominations. Thanks for tuning in, Channel Surfers. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for following us and putting up with me and my sickness. I know my voice was a little nasally yesterday. It's probably no better today, but we're just going to work on healing, and we'll be back with your big brother on Sunday. See you then.
That's right.
Tune in